Spikes, what is up? Jim here, coming at you, Spike Feeders HQ. Before we get into it, like the video. You know it's going to be good. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and we'll get right into it. Today, we are playing Fallout decks again. This is super exciting because these decks are not even out yet. We're playing them like way in advance. So like, forgive us if we have a couple of misplays because we've probably only read a lot of these cards once.
It's like 2020 right now.
Yeah. Hello from the distant past. So today we're playing Fallout decks, but before we get into it, we got to thank our sponsors, WotC, for sending us these awesome decks, Wizards of the Coast. Thank you so much, as well as GameGenic for keeping the lights on in here. They've supplied us with these bastions that you're going to see in a minute, with the sleeves, with the playmats, with the boxes behind us, with all the stuff that we give away. You just missed our cool giveaway, so make sure you're following us on Twitter and all of the social media platforms for that. But yeah, huge thanks to GameGenic. They're awesome to work with. Just make the best products in the world. It's not even close. So today I'm playing T-Wise Mothman. He is a CPA, that's a certified chartered professional accountant, T-Wise Mothman. This is a radiation deck, which means I'm going to be milling people. Rad counters are really cool because they do a little bit of chip damage, and they also mill really aggressively. And speaking of aggressive, the Mothman gets big. Every time people mill non-land permanents, I can put counters on my stuff. So very cool deck. I'm super excited to play it.
Not to be confused with that movie from 1997.
The Mothman Prophecies.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Old people.
Yes, fellow youth. I'm Jan, and today I am playing Hail Caesar, being helmed by Kaiser, Legion's Emperor. Check it up. It's in the movie.
Everybody's just getting in the comments right now.
Yeah. Said it both ways. It's a Mardu attack strategy. Just getting in there, turning sideways.
Cool.
I know.
I love a good Mardu attack deck.
I know. It's straightforward and gonna do a lot of cool things and make a lot of tokens, attack a lot of people.
I am one of those people, unfortunately, but fortunately, I'm Elliot, which makes me pretty cool. Anyway,
Not to be confused with the 1998 movie, I'm Elliot.
I'm playing Scrappy Survivors, the deck today, helmed by Dogmeat, ever loyal. Like we discussed in the previous game, he has Ward Shame, so do not kill him, and hopefully I'll win this time because I've got the dog.
Yeah, that seems pretty good. Hi, my name's Alex, and today I'm playing with science. Yeah, that's right. I'm playing the science deck helmed by Dr. Madison Lee. It's a Jeskai deck that's focused around artifacts and energy. Oh, yeah. So we're going to do a bunch of things with some artifacts. We're going to have some effects that come in with energy, and hopefully we can use that to kill all of my friends.
He's going to kick us in the face with his energy legs.
Energy legs.
The only thing that comes in a rocket can.
Let's open up these rocket cans. I mean, GameGenic bastions. Let's start the count. I will start the game by drawing a card. I'm going to play this island, and I'm immediately going to tap it and basic land cycle my Ash Barrens.
I thought he was going to play a Soul Ring.
I'm getting this forest to my hand, and I'm going to pass.
Nice. It's my turn. I'm going to draw this card. I'm going to play a mountain, tap for 1, and cast a Survivor's Medkit.
Oh, what does that do?
Stuff. I can pay 1, tap it, choose one that has not been chosen. I can Stim Pack to draw a card. I can Fancy Lads Snack Cakes, TM, create a food token, or I can Rad Away. Target player loses all rad counters, sacrifice Survivor's Medkit.
Interesting.
Pass turn.
Cool.
We called out in the last episode that there was probably something that did Rad Away, and we found it.
Hey, we did it.
Awesome. I've got a Temple of Abandon, which I'm going to have to pick up a copy of this for sure, because it's a statue of a mother-freaking T-Rex.
That's cool.
I'll scry one.
Oh, that's Novak from Fallout New
Yes,
Vegas.
Boone lives
Bless
in there,
you.
and he shoots people out of the T-Rex's mouth.
It's true. Well, he doesn't launch.
It's a cannon?
No, there's a dude in there that shoots
He's
people.
got a...
He's a sniper.
Oh, that's also cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to put this card on the bottom, and I'll pass the turn to Alex.
Sounds good. I'm going to draw a card. I'll play this island as land for turn and cast Wayfarer's Bauble. Pass the turn.
Okay, I'll untap, draw a card. I'm going to play a forest, and I will tap to cast a Talisman of Resilience.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be it for me.
Awesome. I'm going to untap and draw a card. I'm going to play this Desolate Mire. Tap it to add a black and a white, and I will cast McCready, Lamplight Mayor, Tiny Kid. Whenever a creature I control with power 2 or less attacks, it gains Skulk until end of turn. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater attacks you, its controller loses 2 life and I gain 2 life.
Whoa.
It's
On
a
a 2 mana
1/3.
1/3.
That's pretty neat.
That's
Sure.
Sure. Untap. Draw. I'm going to try to take things, keep going a little slow here. I've got a Temple of Triumph, and I will scry again. Windmill slam that on top, and I will pass the turn. That's a good reprint, gamers.
Okay, I'm excited to maybe see that.
Time walk.
Draw a card. Play this Exotic Orchard, which taps for looks about just like everything.
I've got Naya.
Yeah,
I got black and white.
and that's
Blue.
That's the show. Speaking of the show, we're going to go ahead and crack this Wayfarer's Bubble and pass the turn. I'll get this mountain onto the battlefield tapped and pass the turn.
Okay, I'm going to untap. I'll draw a card. I'm going to play a Woodland Symmetry.
That's pretty good.
Symmetry.
Symmetry.
And tap 4 and cast T-Wise Mothman.
Oh no.
It's going to enter the battlefield. All of you get a rad counter.
It's okay, team.
Now, Jen wasn't with us in the last game.
I've read them.
Rad counters are really cool. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you've got a rad counter, at least one rad counter, you're going to mill equal to the number of rad counters you've got. And then depending on the number of non-land permanents that you mill this way, or non-land cards you mill this way, you're going to lose 1 life and lose a rad counter as well.
It's also pre-combat main phase.
Yes.
It is pre-combat main
Not-
phase, right? Yes. And then I think that's going to be it for me. I'll pass.
All right, untap. Draw. Okay,
Pre-combat
pre-combat main phase. I'm going to mill Colonel Autumn
Ooh. Jen takes a damage.
and lose
Loses
the
the
rad
rad.
counter.
And the Mothman triggers.
Oh, I don't
Yep,
like
I've
that.
already put the counter on the Mothman.
It's a 4/4 now.
It is a 4/4 flyer.
It'll be a 7/7 by his turn.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Not going to stop me.
Ooh. Then, because I was greedy, I'm going to have a stim pack to draw a card.
That's repeatable?
You don't have to. What?
It only sacrifices on the rads?
The rad
Yes.
sacrifices.
Wow.
So he has
I
to
have to
choose
pick one
one
that I
that
haven't
hasn't been chosen.
Oh,
Yeah, eventually.
okay.
It's
Gotcha,
all
gotcha,
it's
gotcha.
1 mana and then 1 draw a card, 1 make a food, 1.
Yeah. That's much less
Yeah,
terrifying.
yeah.
That's cool.
All right. And I will pass.
Ooh, unlucky. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I put him on top. Nope, doesn't
Yep.
remove yet. I'm
Mill one.
pulling an Alex. Mill 1. It's a land.
Okay.
So I
Keep your
keep
rad
it.
counter.
And now I will play a basic mountain. And would you look at that? Red, white, green. Dogmeat.
That's pretty good.
When he ETBs, I'm going to mill 5.
Yeah, do it, coward.
Shit. Jungle Shrine, Junk Town. Oh, just mill 5 lands get owned. Squirrel Nest, Wild Growth Mountain. And then Aura or Equipment.
Okay.
So you do get
So
a
I'll
counter.
get 1 counter.
You could put a counter on Dogmeat too if
Could
you
but
want.
won't. Thanks though.
Okay, very good. Am I taking the Squirrel Nest?
Squirrel Nest is pretty good. You can give him some
This is
dogs.
good.
I'm going to put the Wild Growth into my hand.
Seems good.
And I'll put the rest of these in the graveyard because they have been milled. Ambassador?
Right on. We're going to untap, upkeep, draw.
Sorry, Alex. I need to discard a card, and it will be this Evolving Wilds.
That's a good discard.
Yeah.
Be more careful next
Yeah,
time.
game loss.
I'm going to go ahead and mill this Open the Vaults. Oof.
Ooh.
Ooh, open the vaults is good.
Yeah, it was.
That's the one you want to draw
Counter.
after you've milled a bunch of cards.
Yeah, no kidding.
Alex to 39.
39. Alex to 1, 2, 3, including a white from Elliot for Dr. Madison Lee, always in our hearts. Then we will play this Razor Tide Bridge in defense mode. And unfortunately, I didn't cast an artifact spell, so no energy for me. Pass the turn.
Okay. I'm going to untap. I will draw a card. Rad counter time. I'm going to mill 1. Piper Wright, Public Reporter.
Ooh,
I
Piper.
will lose 1 and mill it, and I will lose my rad counter.
So this thing is a 7/7.
Gets a counter. It is a 7/7 flyer. I'm going to play this Hinterland Harbor untapped, and I think we just got to do it, right? We got to. I'm going to tap 5. Colorless from this. I'm going to play an Exorable Tide.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Whenever I cast a spell, proliferate.
Good. Yeah.
Then
good. I don't even care.
Good.
I'm going to move to combat.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Elliot,
Uh-huh.
7 in the air,
33.
2. Or, sorry, yep, you're right.
and we all get a red counter.
Yes. You have to keep track. 7 T-wise Mothman damage.
Sure. I'll pass.
All right, cool. I'm going to untap. And I'll draw. Ooh. And now trigger this rad counter. Powder Ganger. I'll play a Plains for the turn. I think I'm just going to try to get mana. I'm going to tap 3 and cast a Luck Bobblehead.
Oh.
So it is a bobblehead, taps for 1 mana of any color. And then I can pay 1 and tap it, roll X 6-sided die, where X is the number of bobbleheads you control. Create a tapped treasure token for each even result. If you rolled 6 exactly 7 times, you win the game.
Oh, baby. I'm putting that in a deck too.
Now
That's
that
so
is
funny.
a win condition. Holy buckets. Wait. What are the odds on that? Because Yahtzee's already crazy, and doing it twice more on top is even crazier.
I mean, it's probably very difficult.
That might be the toughest win con in all of Magic.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if that was in Fallout the game?
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, Luck Bobblehead. You just like wake up in the morning, roll credits.
Oh, geez. Anything else here, Jen?
Yeah, no, I'm going to pass the turn there.
Alrighty. I will untap all of my lands, draw for the turn, and then I've got 2 rad, Abundant Growth, and Kate Cage Brawler.
That's 2.
31.
And I
I
got a counter.
lose both of my rads.
Counter on the Mothman.
You once again have the option to put a counter on Dogmeat if you'd like.
No thanks.
Or Madison Lee.
No, thanks.
Alright.
That's fine.
Sure.
Not even going to ask.
I've got a basic plains. So I'm going to start off by tapping my plains for a soul ring. 2 colorless.
Mhm.
1 colorless floating. I've got a blood forged battle axe. That's a pretty good one.
I'm having flashbacks to that one Balan game.
True.
At least Dogmeat doesn't have double strike.
True.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
why'd you have to say yet? Now I feel bad.
1 colorless floating, green, fertile ground, which I will put on this mountain.
Mhm.
So whenever it is tapped, I add an additional 1 mana of any color. I'll tap this for 2 to attempt to equip the battle axe to the dog.
Approved.
Uh-huh.
We're all tapped out.
Well, Jim attacked me, right? So get him. 5 coming at you,
I'll
Jim.
take 5.
Jim goes to 34. He's got 5 dog meat.
Yeah, please track that.
I'm Will, but
No, you're Elliot.
true. Attacks, I make a junk, technically. Then deals combat damage, I make a copy of Bloodforged Battle Axe.
Oh,
Mhm.
no.
Mhm.
I cannot equip it. I will pass the turn.
Okie dokie. We're going to untap. We're going to upkeep. We're going to draw. In a pre-combat main phase, we're going to mill this island. Keeps the radiation.
Okay.
I'm going to play this Silver Bluff Bridge, which is still not casting an artifact spell. I'm a little confused why these are in the deck.
That's also
1, 2, 3, 4.
Who do we appreciate?
Panharmonicon. Panharmonicon.
Oh, boy.
Panharmonicon.
Oh, everybody's just to the moon, huh? That's how we feel this game?
Dr. Madison Lee will trigger, and I will get an energy.
I feel like my cards are fun and your cards are do stuff.
You say
You
that
say
now.
that, he's going to roll Yahtzee. And He's
Yeah.
just going to win the game.
Yeah. After that, I will pass the turn.
Okay. I will untap. I will draw a card. Then we'll deal with this rad counter. It's a cultivate. So I will lose this. I will take 1. And I will put a counter on TW Mothman.
Jesus.
Another one.
It is now a 10-10.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to play Viridescent Bog. I'm going to tap 6 to cast Casualties of War.
Oh, no.
So I will take 1 off the talisman, going to 32.
Yeah.
32.
Choose some targets.
Yeah.
Proliferate.
Oh, proliferate. Okay, we will proliferate your rad counter. No.
Okay.
We will proliferate the Mothman,
That's
and
it.
nobody else has anything.
No.
So my targets will be Panharmonicon as the artifact,
Good choice.
Unsurprising.
Dogmeat as the creature,
Good choice.
That's on you, buddy.
your enchantment as the enchantment,
Good choice.
your exotic orchard as the land.
You don't want to target one of my indestructible lands to not stumble me?
No, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Rude.
Those are my targets.
Alrighty. Dead things.
Safe.
Safe.
Combat. Jan,
Oh, not safe anymore.
take 10.
10?
Yep.
Oh,
So we all get a rad counter.
28 for
Yeah.
Jan. 10 Mothman.
Oh, I'm not. Why am I milling now?
So yeah, not yet.
And that's going to be it for me.
All right. Untap and draw.
Rad counter.
Yeah, rad counter. Let's do that first before I make any decisions. Trigger. Temple of
It's a land.
Malice. I'm just going to keep playing cool cards that I don't think we've seen yet.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I'm going to tap 4 and not roll the dice
Ah.
because I don't think that's going to do anything. I'm going to play Keeper of the Accord.
Oh, that card's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice reprint. Yeah.
Very nice reprint.
And I will pass.
Alrighty. I'll draw for my turn. And then my rad counter mills a land. Command tower down.
Well, that's a nice command tower.
All right. I'm going to start by replacing this fertile ground that Jim killed by tapping this Temple of Abandon and putting a wild growth on this mountain. Jerk. Next, I've got red, green, white, 1/2. I'm going to also try recasting Dogmeat, Everloyal, which unfortunately mills me 5 again here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got a land, Mr. Gutsy, Ian the Reckless, Gunner Conscript, and Junk Jet.
That's
So
going to
4.
trigger Mothman.
Yep. Enter the battlefield, make a junk, sacrifice another artifact, double equipped creature's power until end of turn.
Okay.
Pretty good.
I will put this junk jet into my hand. Hopefully. I don't, yeah, I guess I could put the fertile ground back, but I will choose not to do that. Or the abundant growth. Wow, so many land enchantments. Then I am just passing the turn.
Okie dokie. We're going to untap, upkeep, draw. And so then in my pre-combat main phase, I'll rad counters. 1, 2, 3. Volt, 112, Sadistic Simulation, Whirler Rogue, and Mountain.
2.
Okay.
Alex goes to 37.
Jen, did your Keeper of the Court not trigger?
It was supposed to trigger. I just missed it.
Oh, go for it.
Because Elliot has more lands than I
Yeah,
do.
grab a land.
Okay. I'll get this tap planes, and the on-site judge has told me to be more aware of my triggers.
Yep.
So
Okay. That sounds good. Thanks, on-site judge. Speaking of on-site judge, 1, 2. We're going to cast Over Encumbered on Jim.
What?
what does that do?
It's an enchanted opponent. When it enters the battlefield, enchanted opponent creates a clue,
Clue,
food,
food,
and a junk.
junk.
And at the beginning of in combat on your step, you must pay 1 for each artifact you control, or you can't attack.
Ooh.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Sure. Okay, let's make me
okay.
some tokens.
Yeah,
Some
indeed.
clue food junks.
Okay, let's make some room over here. So, clue, food, junk.
There you go. With my second of 2 mana, I'll cast Curie, Emergent Intelligence.
Oh.
Whenever Curie Emergent Intelligence deals combat damage to a player, draw cards equal to its base power.
Oh, okay.
1 and a blue, exile another non-token artifact creature I control. Curie becomes a copy of the exiled creature, except it has, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw cards equal to its base power.
So it
That's
retains the
kinda
ability.
cool.
That's
Okay.
right. I cast an artifact spell, so I get a energy. Then I'll tap and activate Dr. Madison Lee for 1 energy to give target creature +1/+0, trample, and haste until the end of the turn.
Uh-huh.
He's
Jim,
popping off.
Please take 2.
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah.
30 for Jim.
Yeah,
Yep.
30.
And then I've got a Curie trigger to draw a card. Just 1, though, not 2.
Oh, just 1.
Yeah.
Shucks.
Yeah, chucks indeed. I think at that point, I will pass the turn to Jim.
Okay. I'm going to untap. I will draw a card, and we'll deal with this radiation.
Yeah.
Corpse Jack Menace.
Ooh.
So I'll take 1, going down to 29.
Fair.
And then because I milled a non-land card, I will put a counter.
Nothing like a gentleman's 14/14 to really scare everybody to death.
Oh, what's that? I have 7 Mothman
I
damage
know.
already?
Yeah,
I'm hoping maybe he wants to keep me around for the extra rad ticks or something. I don't know.
I'm going to crack this junk.
Yeah.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for your service. And I don't think I can play.
Yes, you can.
Oh, I can.
You may play that
Well,
card
then
this
we
turn.
might as well just make our land drop. It's a Path of Ancestry. And I'm going to tap 3, as well as 2 colorless to cast Rampaging Yao Guai. X equals 2.
Uh-huh.
So what's that do?
So first it's going to proliferate.
Mhm.
So I'm going to give myself 1 more counter Rad.
Yep.
Thanks, Jim. That was very nice of you to say. I
So
feel good
rad.
about myself.
I'm not giving you an energy. So what Rampaging Yao Guai does, it enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters, because that's how much I paid for X.
Mhm.
It's got Vigilance and Trample, and when it enters the battlefield, destroy any number of target artifacts and or enchantments with total mana value X or less. I'm going to pop my 2 tokens for free, and I'm going to pop Elliot's 2 Bloodforged Battle Axes.
Oh, well, now, that's just kind of rude.
Well, you still have 1 mana value. You could get
No.
the Survivor's Kit.
The copy has mana
I'm
value.
Yeah, the copy has mana
I'm
value.
drunk. Don't listen to me.
So then that resolves. It comes in as a 4/4. And I think I'm just going to move to combat.
You have a trigger.
Yeah, I'm going to pay for it.
Sounds good.
Alex,
Yeah.
I'm going to attack you for 15.
Go to 22.
Oh my god.
We each get a rad counter.
We each get a rad counter.
15 Mothman. Okay.
And I'm going to pass the turn.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to trigger my Keeper of the Accord.
Yeah.
Because you do have more lands than I do.
Do
So
it.
we'll get a Plains. I'll get this Plains. And then, if there's nothing else, I will untap, draw, and I guess trigger these 3 rads.
Yeah.
Tainted Field,
Land.
Memorial to Glory,
Land.
Wear Tear. Terry's card.
Exile.
Nice.
That's a trigger.
That is a trigger. All right. Then I will play my mountain for the turn. I'm going to start by playing all this white mana I got. Vault 75, the middle school. So it is a saga, and chapter 1 is exile all creatures with power 4 or greater.
Oh, that's all my creatures.
Dogmeat safe. Dogmeat safe.
Congratulations. I got you this handshake.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
It has 2 more sagas, and they are both put a 1/1 counter on each creature I control.
Those exile, right?
Exile, yes.
Exile. Okay.
Exile.
I'm sending T-Wise Mothman back to the command zone.
T-wise, Mothman.
Then I will tap this mountain to make black and white, because that's how Fallout works. And I will cast this General's Enforcer. Legendary humans I control have indestructible. I can pay 2, a white and a black, to exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token.
Wow.
And then
Okay.
I will pass to Elliot.
All right. I at least get a couple more turns now, potentially. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Rads. I've got Fire Shrieker. Agility Bobblehead. And all that glitters. Wow.
So you
Well,
lose all
there's
your
all
red
your
counters,
reds.
but I don't get
Do.
any triggers.
Yes.
You're down
And I
to-
go to 28. Man, those are some heaters. I would have liked to equip those to my Dogmeat in my pre-combat main phase. I've got one that's way better with some copies of Bloodforged Battle Axe in play. Pure Steel Paladin.
Oh,
Yeah,
we dodged this one.
Yeah.
Not currently online. I've only got 2, but this card that you also know about, Junk Jet.
Mhm.
Again, when it ETBs, I make a second junk. So I've actually got 4 artifacts now. So Metalcraft is online. It's 3, sack another artifact, double equip creature's power until end of turn, equip 1. ETBs, I draw a card for the Paladin. And then equipment I control have equip 0 because I have Metalcraft. I drew a land. Mossfire Valley. And then, Jan played a vault. Oh no, I messed it up.
Good.
No, I didn't. I could only make 2 white anyway. Stupid Paladin. Okay, not that one then. We'll go with the alternative plan. Colorless red-green. So I'll have green floating. Vault 21. House Gambit. It's, again, also a saga. 1 and 2 are discard a card, then draw a card. 3 is reveal up to 5 non-land cards from my hand. For each of those cards that has the same mana value as another card revealed this way, create a treasure token.
Okay, sure.
I will discard the one that I wanted to play, which is Vault 101 Birthday Party.
Birthday party.
Yeah, I wanted to make a cake, but unfortunately I will not. And I will draw a card. I will equip the Junk Jet for 0 to my Dogmeat. And I'll go to combat.
I'm feeling pretty open, pretty
Uh-huh.
vulnerable,
I will attack Jim just for 3.
but I'll take 6.
No, it's 3 mana plus sacrifice an artifact I control.
okay. So
Not free,
I'll go
unfortunately.
to 26 then.
26, 8 dog meat, but I do make another junk.
That's pretty good.
I got a lot of junk. Did I say that already?
Yep.
No problem.
Okay. I will, just pass the turn.
Sounds good. We're going to untap, upkeep, and draw. And I'm going to rad counters for 3. 1, Awe, Synth Eradicator. 2, Talisman of Progress. Ouch. 3, Austere Command.
Oh.
So you'll lose 2 of your rad counters.
I think I lose
all
3.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, right.
19 for Alex.
Go to 19. I'm going to go to combat. Jim, take 1.
I'll take 1.
25.
And then Curie will trigger, and I'll draw a card.
That's pretty good. Even like without modifying its base, right? Like
Baseline is
1 for 1. That's
yeah.
pretty good.
2 mana, 1/3 Ophidian.
Yeah.
Right? Like, holy.
We'll tap 2 to cast Brotherhood Scribe. It's got Metalcraft 4. You get an energy on a tap, but only if I control 3 or more artifacts, which I do. And then whenever you get 1 or more energy during my turn, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn.
Oh, boy.
No limit.
No.
Texas Hold'em.
At least it's 1 or more.
That would be
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of pretty crazy, we'll pass the turn.
Okay. I'm going to untap. I will draw a card for my turn. I will deal with my radiation. It is indeed a non-creature or
Hancock.
24. Lose my red counter. It's tough. I want to get the Mothman back out, but also I just drew an absolute bomb.
Okay.
So I think I'm just going to cast it and see what happens.
Oh, no.
I'm going to tap 6 of my 7 mana
Yeah.
to cast Vault 12, the Necropolis. This is also a saga. Chapter 1 says each player gets 3 rad counters.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what we're going to start out by doing.
Before we do that, we should probably pull a riff for it.
Yes, please proliferate all of your rad counters first.
Okay.
That's just me.
I did not have any, yeah. Oh, you could force
I could.
them.
It's maybe good because then he doesn't get
I'm not going to get
more
the one
creatures.
he doesn't get
Yeah.
more creatures. I am going to proliferate that.
Okay.
So you can do the thing.
Mine is discard a card, draw a card. If you want, you could do that as well.
What does your final one do?
Reveal up to 5. I currently have 3.
You know what? After all, why shouldn't I?
Why shouldn't I?
Okay, so after the proliferate happens, we all get 3 rad counters.
Yes.
Then we got to do those.
This whole thing will stop.
right.
We'll do
Yeah.
first, right?
Yeah.
The proliferate is on cast first. So
Yes.
that will
So
happen
this
before
happens,
this
then we
resolves.
get the rad.
Okay,
Before this
so
resolves,
yeah.
he did proliferate these.
So I did
You
mine.
did yours.
You
Okay,
have to
I'll do
yours.
mine.
Yep.
Mine is discarding this masterwork of ingenuity to draw a card.
Okay, then the rad counters happen.
Yep, 3.
Chapter 2 for information is create X 2/2 black zombie mutant creature tokens where X is the total number of rad counters among players. And Chapter 3 is put 2 +1/+1 counters on each creature you control that's a zombie or a mutant.
That's pretty good.
Whoa.
This is a bomb of a vault,
No
by
kidding.
the way, which is why it costs 6 mana. But that's going to be my whole turn.
Okay. So end of your turn. I have been remembering the Keeper of the Court hasn't done anything. But you only have 6 lands?
6.
I have 6
Okay.
lands.
I will tap my Luck Bauble, and I will eat some rad away to get rid of my 6 rads. That feels like a good use of this.
Yeah.
Sure.
Get out of here.
Wow.
And then I will untap.
6 is a pretty good number, I think.
6 is pretty good. I was thinking at 3, I was like, 2 seems fine. And then, 6 is no brainer. Draw this. So no rads, but I will tick up my middle school, the last chapter, to put +1/+1 counters on all of my creatures. Then I'll play a Smoldering Marsh for the turn. I haven't cast my commander yet. Black, white, red, and 1. Come on out, Kaiser Soze.
Not wrong one.
Caesar salad.
Yeah, that's the one.
There we go. We got there.
Yeah, so what does he do?
So whenever I attack, not just when he attacks, I may sacrifice another creature. When I do, it doesn't even joke that you're going to. Choose 2. Create 2 1/1 red and white soldier creature tokens with haste that are tapped and attacking. You draw a card, then you lose a life. Kaiser Legion's Emperor deals damage equal to the number of creature tokens you control to target opponent. And then I think I'll move to combat.
Seems reasonable.
Well, I'm just going to return the favor and attack Jim for... I'm going to attack Jim for 4.
Okay. I have no blocks.
I'm going to trigger and I'm going to get rid of this keeper. as much as I like him, to activate Kaiser.
Okay.
Sure.
So I will get 2 1/1s that are tapped and attacking. I will draw a card to discard. And then I will lose 1 life and draw a card.
Well, you do all of them?
I do 2 of them.
Choose
So,
2.
yeah.
Oh, I did not listen to you, apparently.
That was a lot of stuff. I think I will pass the turn.
All right. Untap. Upkeep. I've got nothing. Draw a card. Let's do the rad first. Why not? Mill 3. 2 lands. 3 lands.
Oh, nice.
dear.
Preserving my zombies. Thank you.
Yeah, it's actually kind of worse that way, isn't it? Okay. Then take this up to 3. I can reveal up to 5 non-land cards from my hand, and for each that shares a mana value, I'm going to make some treasures. So I will just show you guys Moira Brown, Guide, Author, and Breakdown, which both cost 3.
Okay.
So I will make 2, and then I sack this thing in my pre-combat main phase now. I've got white, red, green for Moira Brown, Guide, Author. When she ETBs, I'm going to make the Wasteland Survival Guide, which is an equipment that says equip creature gets +1/+1 for each quest counter among permanents I control and equip 1. And then Moira says whenever I attack, I put a quest counter on target non-land permanent I control. When that ETBs, it is an equipment ETBing, so I will draw a card. I don't have to cast it for that. I'm going to equip the Wasteland Survival Guide to Dogmeat because of Pure Steel Paladin. It is free.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not going to crack any junk right now. I'm just going to go to combat.
Okay.
I will attack Alex
Okay.
with Dogmeat, which will trigger both of my things. So I'll make a junk and I'll put a quest counter on... let's just put it on the book. Why not? On the Wasteland Survival Guide. So it will be for 4.
You gonna double it?
Not this combat.
Okay, go to 15.
Okay.
I'm gonna crack one of my junk to exile the top card. It is a land, which I have not played this turn. Roadside Reliquary. It's colorless, and then sack it. Draw a card if you control an artifact. Draw a card if you control an enchantment. Wow.
Whoa. Pretty good.
I will play that. That's my land for turn, and I will crack another one. Exiling Behemoth Sledge.
Oh, boy.
1 green, white. Equipped creature gets +2/+2. Trample, lifelink, and equip for 3. That's a good one. I'd like to look at my manias.
Could you put those fingers away?
No. Green, white, colorless. I will cast this Behemoth Sledge. ETB, Pure Steel Paladin draw.
Elliot's cooking now.
I'm cooking with gas, that's for sure. And
Cooking with
then
rads.
cooking with D's. Then I will equip the Behemoth Sledge to Dogmeat for free because Pure Steel Paladin is a cool, balanced magic card. I'm just going to pass the turn after that. Nothing suspicious happening over here.
That's extremely suspicious. We should attack Elliot.
Mhm.
Yes.
I said nothing suspicious.
Well, that's
Every
very
inning.
suspicious of you.
You don't believe me?
Yes.
Suspicious.
It's messed up.
I'm going to draw this card, and I'm going to rad for 3. 1, 2, 3.
3 lands.
1 land.
Yes.
Endurance Bobblehead.
No.
Plasma Caster.
Ah.
We'll play this Prairie Stream untapped because basics. Tap 2 for automated assembly line. Whenever one or more artifact creatures I control deal combat damage to a player, I get energy.
Oh,
With his
no.
energy
He's
legs.
going to kick us. Not again.
When that is cast, Dr. Madison Lee will generate an energy. When I generate an energy, Brotherhood Scribe will give all of my creatures +1/+1 until end of turn.
Uh-huh.
I would like to move to declare attacks.
Yep.
Jim, take 2.
Okay.
Alex, draw a card. Okay.
Thanks, Alex.
You're welcome. Pass turn.
Okay. I'm going to untap.
All right.
I will draw a card and have 2 triggers. I'm going to stack them such that Vault 12 resolves first.
Smart.
So I will tick up the counters and I'll make X 2/2 black. I believe X is
7.
7 zombie tokens.
Yikes.
Then rad counters.
Yep.
So we've got Rad Storm.
Tough.
Ooh, that storm proliferate.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
boy.
crazy.
Biomass mutation
Oh.
and a land. So I'm going to lose 2 life and 2 rad
Rads.
counters. So I will go to 14. Okay, I am going to cast my Mothman.
Go on, Mothman.
That will proliferate.
Oh,
In response to the proliferate trigger, from an exorable tide.
I don't appreciate.
Electro siphon.
Yeah, I don't appreciate.
That's fine. Counter target spell. I get an amount of energy 4 equal to its mana value 4.
Okay.
Okay. What would you like to do with the proliferate? Though?
I'd like to remove all of Alex's energy counters.
Oh, I get an extra energy counter. Okay.
I'd like to remove all of.
I
Sorry.
have some plus.
Okay, yeah, hang on. Everybody deal with your rads. You're all getting more rad if you got them.
+1 rad. Gotcha.
Oh, so nice.
You got your rad?
Yep.
Okay.
Quest counter? Huh? Quest counter me. That's cool.
Let's see.
Cool and fun.
Ooh, proliferating though.
Quest counter me.
I don't want to. Do I want to pop the thing right away?
Oh,
I mean, I don't think
Yeah,
it
we
hurts.
might as well. It's
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
upside, right? Because I'm not getting any other creatures.
Yeah.
Until then.
2 +1/+1s.
So 4 4s.
Uh-huh.
There's
All of a
7 of
sudden,
them?
7 4/4s.
Okay, so we're gonna get 2 +1/+1 counters on each of my 7 zombies, making them 4/4s, and Vault 12, the Necropolis. It's been a ride.
What'd you do with that? Exile all the 4 power creatures.
It's my graveyard.
Oh, you should get that back.
Uh-huh.
It has flashback, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's gonna be it for me. Wait, are we proliferating anything else? No, just the
Quest
rads.
counter?
No, just the
Quest
rads.
counter?
No, just the rads.
Quest counter?
No.
Okay. Well, at the end of your turn, I'm going to activate General's Enforcer, and I'm going to exile a creature card from your graveyard.
My graveyard?
Doesn't
Would you
matter.
like it to be a creature?
Creature, yes.
I've got Gunner Conscript.
That's the one.
Sure.
Let's do it. And because it was a creature, I'm going to make a 1/1.
You are. This guy's cool too.
Humane Soldier.
Just to bear with big upset.
Welcome to the Legion. We are many.
Sleep Country, Canada.
Whoa, why buy a mattress anywhere else?
Hashtag not sponsored.
I'll play a land for the turn. We'll add 1 black. 2, 3, 4. Cast a Pitiless Plunderer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Then I'm going to move to combat.
I have an effect
Okay.
on your move to combat. I would like to sacrifice a treasure to add a white and attempt to path to exile Caesar, Kaiser, Legion's Miser.
Yeah, he is pathed to exiled.
You may get another land if you choose.
Yeah, buddy. I'll get a swamp. A
You may.
lowly swamp. And then at that point, I believe I will pass the turn.
Okay, I did it, gamers. I avoided getting attacked.
I wasn't going to attack you.
That's maybe true. We never know with these kinds of things.
This is attack these 1/1s, kill Skulk.
At the end of Jan's turn, I'm going to tap this Soul Ring to flash in Silver Shroud Costume.
Oh, the Silver Shroud!
This thing's insane. 2 mana, flash equipment. When it ETBs, attach it to target creature you control. That creature gains Shroud until end of turn. Equipped creature can't be blocked. And then equipped for 3.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
It's like a Whisper Soul Cloak that can save your creature against
Yeah.
Right, like Shrouds one time.
Once, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
giving
know
him,
why I
like-
pretended to equip it to this guy. I would like it on the guy that we would like to be unblockable, which is the dog. He's got Shroud.
And lifelink.
Okay, untap.
And trample.
For now.
Now he does not have Shroud because we are in my upkeep. Now we are in my upkeep. I will draw a card for turn, and I will rad 4. 1 land, 2 non-land, 3 Rancor, and 4 Valorous Stance. So I'm taking 3. Losing
25.
3 rads down to 25. Yeah, I think I'm just heading to combat here. I'm going to declare an attack with Dogmeat at, let's say, Alex. I've got 2 triggers. I'll put another quest counter on this thing. I will make another junk. So Dogmeat is currently 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I will pay 1, 2, 3 to sack a junk to make him 14.
Whoa.
So what I'll do in response is make a couple of robots through automated assembly line.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll clean up my cards,
Okay, good.
including the
Oh, I'm
silver
no
encumbered.
longer. I'm under encumbered now.
Under encumbered.
Oh.
I will go to my
Sufficiently encumbered.
Yeah.
sufficiently
I'll also
encumbered is
put
gross.
this here for post-game talk.
Okay.
Okay. I will go to my second main phase.
How much life did you gain? 14?
Oh my god, it has lifelink.
39.
39. Thank you, Jan. Very relevant. Yeah, second main phase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would like to enchant Dogmeat with Grim Reaper's Sprint. 4 and a red enchantment with Morbid to cost 3 less if a creature died this turn. When it ETBs, untap each creature I control. If it's my main phase, there's an additional combat phase after this phase. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has haste. I would like to enchant Dogmeat, which will untap him and make him 16 power. And then I would like to go to my second combat. So I will attack Jim for 17.
I would like to make 2 robots from... no, I'm done.
All right. I go to 56.
Sure.
If we did the math correctly. And I'm just going to pass the turn.
On Dead Jim's end step, I'm going to cast one of the saddest reprints I've seen so far. I'm going to cast Anguished Unmaking when I'm target the Behemoth Sledge.
Okay.
So, exile
Exactly.
target land permanent. I'll lose 3 life.
Oh.
Go to 23.
Okay.
But the reason this is really sad is it's a picture of Liam Neeson's character
Oh, yeah.
when he's flooding the rad chamber and killing himself and telling you to run. Yeah.
Tough. Tough.
one.
Wow.
That happens.
He had a particular set of skills, but
He did.
surviving was not one of them.
Untap.
He wasn't made of lead.
We'll spend the land for the turn. I'd like to move to combat.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to attack you with my soldiers and Pitiless Plunder. They all have Skulk.
Taking
So 4. Getting there.
52.
52. Then I would like to cast a Wasteland Raider, which has Squad 2, and I'm going to make 2 copies of it.
What does that do?
ETB, each player sacrifices a creature.
Oh.
So I would like to,
Make-
edict 3 times.
Yeah, make 2 copies.
And I'm going to edict my 1/1s,
I'm going to
And-
edict all of my dudes.
make 3 treasures.
Dogmeat to the command zone.
And you lose your aura, right?
Yes.
Yeah. 3 treasures, and I have 3 of these fancy new, where are they? 4 3s.
Sounds good.
And then I will pass.
Alrighty, I will untap. Upkeep, I've got nothing.
Leave a rad.
So main phase, mill. Oh, single combat. Don't need a wipe right now. Take 1. I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Recast Dogmeat. Mill 5.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Ooh. I've got Mantle of the Ancients, Explorer's Scope, Cinderglade, Pathfinder Street, Bighorn Rancher. I will put the mantle back into my hand.
Okay.
I've got 2 mana open. No, 3, I guess. Just gonna pass the turn.
End of your turn, I'm going to crack my 3 treasures and my luck bauble.
Ooh.
Exile a creature card. Make a 1/1.
Bighorner Rancher down.
You got it. Slow and steady, boys. Draw this. I have no rads. All right, we're just gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Cast Kaiser.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
He's back.
Certainly is.
Then I'm gonna move to combat.
I'm going to Chaos Warp Kaiser.
Ooh, interesting. Command zone. Would you like me to shuffle or?
You're good.
Battle of Hoover Dam. Enchantment. As it enters the battlefield, choose NCR or Legion. NCR, at the beginning of your end step, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Or Legion, whenever a creature you control dies, put 2 1/1 counters on target creature you control.
Whoa.
Gaming.
I'm actually going to choose NCR.
Sure.
That there. So, still in combat, we're going to come in with all of this.
That's 13?
Yeah, so this and this have Skulk.
No, sorry.
So 4,
8,
8, 12,
16, 17.
14.
Oh,
Yeah, these
I
are
think, sorry, I
14s.
think I had 4. Yeah.
Yeah, 4, 8,
13.
12, 13, 14.
14.
Go to
37.
37.
Anybody's ball game here, folks.
I will go to my end step, trigger Battle of Hoover Dam.
Mhm.
How am I getting back? I'm going to get Powder Ganger.
Mhm.
It's going
Ooh.
to ETB, and I'm going to blow up your junk jet.
Got
Actually, no, I'm going to blow your wastelands up.
You got
Sorry,
it.
Rad.
Token down.
And then I'm going to pass the turn.
I will untap. I finally have no rad counters. I'm free of the
Hooray.
sickness.
From beyond the grave.
Yeah. Draw for turn. Alrighty. I'm going to put Mantle of the Ancients on this guy.
What does it do?
It's going to return every artifact and enchantment from my graveyard, enchanted or equipped to Dogmeat, and give him +1/+1 for each.
I have an effect.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to cast Vats.
Satu.
Split second, instant. Choose any number of target creatures with equal toughness. Destroy the chosen creatures.
Heroic intervention.
It has split second.
Dead
Okay.
thing.
Weep, weep, weep.
Yeah,
That's
the sound. Yeah.
Weep.
Does it destroy it?
Yes.
Sure. I'll have Dogmeat go to the graveyard then.
Oh, interesting.
Nope, I won't because I don't have a white mana. I'll just pass the turn.
Untap. So many permanents.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, upkeep and we'll draw. All right. Keep on keeping on. Here comes Mr. Roll.
Mm-hmm.
Ham and Swiss on a Kaiser bun.
This copy is this thing, right?
Is this thing? Yeah, Wasteland Raiders. Move to combat.
Mhm.
I will attack with all of these. I will trigger Kaiser. I will sacrifice the Powder Gangers.
Mhm.
I will make 2 1/1s that are tapped and attacking, and I will draw a card and lose life.
Sure. You go to 22. I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, and 12 is 16.
Yep, go to 21.
21.
And then I'll make another treasure.
You
because
got
of
it.
This. And then go to my end step, trigger Hoover Dam,
Mhm.
Ganger.
Mhm.
Take a jet.
Sure.
Junk jet. Go ahead.
I will untap. I will draw a card, and I will pass the turn back to you.
What do you got now?
21.
21.
21.
Yeah, this should be lethal, hopefully.
Should be lethal. Draw this card. Mountain. Okay. I will send the Legion towards you, Elliot.
Yeah.
All sideways.
I take a lot of damage, and I die.
That was a long one.
Whoa.
Mhm.
I really-
Long. I think
yeah.
it was actually shorter than our last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
By a little bit, yeah.
But I really thought you had it there right at the end, but dang, that split
That
second.
Mantle of the Ancients.
Mantle of the Ancients
Yeah.
is like,
Especially because I was milling
Yeah.
you all game.
It was getting back a lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rancor and...
That was your graveyard?
Yeah.
It was
Rancor, all that glitters, Fire Shrieker, Bloodforged
Right.
Battle Axe.
I feel like that's a kind of a cool interaction of playing these decks in like what casual play design calls it playing it in the biodome. Right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's kind of neat when there's like a significant drawback to something that's fairly strong because the rad counters are like pretty incremental and they like pressure people, right?
Yeah.
But Reanimator deck, this thing brings stuff back, and then like even just having a Mantle of the Ancients. Plus, I think one of these two decks also has a Mantle of the Ancients.
I've also got Open the Vaults.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
So that it's just like you feel like you're kind of chipping away at people, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, boom, like haymaker, right?
Speaking of Boom Haymaker, this was in my opening hand along with Harmonicon.
Oh,
Ooh.
So that's mechanized production, which makes copies of whatever artifact it's attached to.
Mhm.
And so there was a world where I was constantly having more Panharmonicons each turn to continue to double, triple, quadruple, fip-tipple all my ETBs.
I don't want to live in that world.
It was about to be a good world.
This Vats was a top deck, though.
This stumble that I had during this game really set me back quite a bit.
yeah. It was, I came out of the gates just swinging.
Yeah,
and then
That deck seems to do that.
once
yeah.
the Mothman, because once the Mothman's out, it's a 7/7. Like I said,
Yeah.
it's like Paco, right? It
Yeah.
comes out turn 4
Yeah.
or even turn 3. Like I had a Mana Rock, and it makes you a big villain. But then I just didn't have any other creatures,
Yeah.
so it was just like open season on me for like 3 consecutive turns
Yeah.
after the Mothman was gone. But like, I don't know. I definitely could have killed one of you, but I felt like these decks, I'm not 100% convinced that they're capable of like closing out the game really quickly after knocking out a player early. And so I didn't really want that to happen.
Yeah.
It was like, just for the folks at home,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I know that I could have dealt with it to
easily.
anybody.
Yeah.
But I didn't want somebody sitting here for like an hour after
Yes.
that happened. So, spread the love a little bit,
Yeah.
put everybody on notice.
Put a big asterisk on the.
I feel like the Pure Steel Paladin makes this deck run super good.
Oh, it was like, because all of the things cost like equip 2, equip 3
Yeah.
or whatever. And it's just like, nope, don't have to think about it. Throw them all on the dog.
Even the Bloodforged Battle Axes, right? Bloodforged Battle Axe Pure Steel Paladin is a calm.
I play like just a mono white,
Yeah.
the Balin deck that you've seen on the channel. And that's like the main
The
thing, right?
druid.
Is you make so many because they're double striking, and then you just like equip them for free. You're just like, doesn't matter what the number is, just get them on the.
And those not cookbooks, but the Wasteland Survival Guides are.
Yeah, that's up too. Yeah, the +1/+1 for the quest counters.
Yeah, when I played that last game, I didn't read that it was counting the counters. I thought it was counting the permanents with counters.
Yeah.
So just all stacking it on one doesn't seem like such a bad call.
Yeah.
I guess it like you kind of like hedge your bets, right? Because it doesn't matter what they're on. You can put them on your lands or something like that, right?
True.
Well, it said non-land permanent, I think.
Non-land specifically. Yeah. Yeah, my thought was like if they kill the book, then the quest counters don't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
But I guess if you don't put the quest counters on the book, maybe they don't kill the book.
Well, I think I remember seeing in the deck last game there were some other things that dealt with quest counters too, but I don't remember the conditions that they were looking at.
You can get more than one of those books, can't you?
You just have to have her re-enter the battlefield.
Okay.
It's not legendary?
Not the.
It is not legendary. Holy shit.
Well, yeah, you need to reprint it. You can't have just one copy of a book.
Obviously.
Exactly.
Yeah. Should have thought about that.
Let's talk about Luck Bobblehead.
Yeah.
Well,
you never roll the dice.
I didn't. Yeah, I was hoping there's no bobbleheads in this. I know.
I assume they printed 7?
There are 7 of them.
I've seen you. Yeah.
Well, there's a few in all the decks.
Right.
I've seen you guys.
But yeah, like, I also have a Ruhan deck that's like all about rolling dice and flipping coins, and like, I guess I'm putting all 7 of those things in there to try to live the dream.
Like Crux Thumb and stuff. I guess that's coin. But there's like the
there
Crux
is,
Thumb type enchantments for.
It's like some fairy creature from
like the D&D stuff.
Baldur's
Yeah.
Gate. Yeah.
But it's just like you can increase the value big time using those things.
Absolutely. Well, if you want to increase your value, you can head down to your local game store and look for some Gamegenic products. They've got playmats, they've got sleeves, they've got boxes for your deck boxes, and some deck boxes. If you want to support this channel, all you have to do is go and join these folks over here to my left. Those are our patrons. They're the ones that keeps the light on around here. We just want to say thank you so much to them. If you want to be one of them, down below where you'll find the subscribe button, you'll see a link over to patreon.com/spiketheaters, where for as little as $1, you too can be a patron and keep the lights on around here. We just want to say thanks so much once again to Wizards of the Coast and to Gamegenic and to you at home. Have a great day.